Thank you, Luann, for making copies.
Thank you.
That's my bad.
That must have been a Maggie thing.
Do you guys want a copy of the, I sent you
I
the,
just like the top thing, the
I
agenda.
sent you the thing about the fire department stuff that we wanna add. I have a copy now
No.
of the plans. Do you wanna see the plan? Anybody?
No, that's fine.
That's
Okay.
fine.
I can
Just
get it in the
usually
email.
the
Just
top
the
sheet,
agendas.
yeah.
No worries, sorry. I'm totally kidding. That's okay, we couldn't find Nate's glove, I put it someplace that was dumb. So we bought a new one and then I found it a week later. And then I couldn't.
Did you?
No, I did. And then I couldn't find our camper tabs. I'm like, did you get them? Yeah, I did. I'm like, well, I haven't seen them. So we got new ones. And guess what, today?
You found them.
I found the camper tab.
Stick them on another family members.
Kyle, do you need one?
I got mine. At least camper tabs aren't that expensive. At least mine aren't. Yours might be, but mine, $23.
I hope Eli likes it this year compared to last year.
Yeah, I think he loves being outside now, so.
Just don't talk to him.
Yeah, you can't look at him funny either, so.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I will remember next time.
That's a work session.
No,
You wanted that. That's okay.
yeah, perfect.
Mike, it's about it.
Yes.
Thank you.
I'm excited for
Yesterday,
this one.
we were at Cassie's parents. Their friend, Stash and Teresa were over. Teresa actually we went to Teresa right away. It was just like, whoa. But she kind of talked to, she acknowledged Lily, and then it was like, oh, you like my dog, so.
Were you able to get the camera up, Janelle?
Yep,
Surprised.
it's all,
Okay, thank you.
How's the screen blank?
It'll happen.
Is it normally black though?
yeah, it's,
Oh.
I have it paused.
Oh.
All right, it is 6:30. We will call the Monday, May 23rd regular city council meeting to order. If we could start with the pledge of allegiance, please.
Flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. Do we have any additions to the agenda tonight?
Mr. Mayor, I have one addition. The fire department would like to do some construction on their containers that they have placed out at the fire department. I have forwarded to you the quotes, the two quotes. So I'd like to add that to the agenda if that would be possible.
Right. With approval, we will add that to 6A3, fire department training containers. So with that, do we have a motion to approve the agenda with the one addition?
Motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 4-0. That will take us to public comments. If there's anyone who would like to discuss anything that is not on the agenda, please come forward. Seeing none, we will close public comments. And that will take us to consent agenda. Is there anything on the consent agenda that needs to be pulled for further discussion? Hearing none, I'll look for a motion to approve the consent agenda as presented.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 4-0. With that, that'll take us to 6A1, the approval of the rural service district, please.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, council members, every year the city receives a list of properties from the county that are rural service districts to review. And this is per our city code that the council will review them. Attached is a section from the League of Minnesota Cities Handbook that addresses what rural service districts are and maps of the two properties. The recommendation is for a motion for no change to the rural service districts within the city. What these are is usually they're properties that aren't serviced by water and sewer, so, and they're minimally out there. One of them is to the, well, I want to say to the of the wastewater plant. It's a huge piece. And then the other one is the lot next to Drew's that's unimproved and it's a vacant lot. So,
On the south end of 62nd.
yep.
All right, any questions for Luann? If not, I'll look for a motion to approve no change to the rural service district.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion, a second, any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 4-0. That will move us to the approval of road closure for the Car and Cycle Show for 2022.
Mr. Mayor, council members, the city traditionally closes Second Street for the Car and Cycle Show. This request has came forward from Tom Stifter to close Second Street Northwest for 1 block from Highway 25 to Blue Jay Avenue for the following dates that are listed that the car show is. So I would request approval.
Look for a motion to approve closing Second Street Northwest for the dates of the Mayor Car and Cycle Show.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
Motion is second, any further discussion? And Kyle, I assume Public Works will be involved somewhat helping out with picnic tables,
Yeah.
getting them over there and.
Yep. Tom usually handles closing the road leadership. Yeah, no, we help out.
Great, thanks, I appreciate that.
Yep.
Any other discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 4-0. That will take us to 6A3, the Fire Department Training Container.
Mr. Mayor, council members, Fire Chief Andy Metzold is here, and I've asked him to address you about his request.
Perfect. If you
Okay.
don't mind sharing your microphone with him, that'd be
Okay?
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, Council, we've got a plan. I believe you guys have the plan in front of you that we would like to build some walls within the containers that we have. Also, we would bring in Voss Construction that would cut holes in between the containers, also cut in some window openings and stuff like that, so that we would be able to utilize these containers for training burns and stuff like that for different trainings. The quotes I've got, like I said, one is from Voss Construction to do labor and some of the steel materials that is needed to do that. The other quote I've got is through Mayor Lumber with some steel studs, some metal, and some doors that would be used to build some walls in the structures. The firemen themselves plan on doing the construction of the walls interior-wise, with Voss doing the rest of, or the other stuff, the welding and the stuff like that that would be needed.
And the Voss is 2,550.
So, yes, Voss is $2,550 for their steel materials and labor, and then the quote from Mayor Lumber of $3,702.54 for the materials for building the walls and the doors.
Perfect. All right, I'll look for a motion to approve Voss Construction at $2,550 for their work retrofitting the containers, and a quote from Mayor Lumber for $3,702.54 for equipment for inside for setting the containers up for training.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion, a second. Any further discussion?
Is it coming out of the fire capital fund?
Luann, do you know where this would come?
Would come out of your capital
As of right now, I would say it would come out of the capital. I do have a couple entities that I'm gonna be talking to about some donations on it to possibly then reimburse that or whatever, hopefully, but I kinda wanted to get it approved so I can get things going.
Yeah, that'd be great. Anything you could do for donations would be awesome.
Okay.
Just benefit us, so I appreciate that. And I certainly appreciate the time that the firefighters will put in to help donating their time also, so that's very much appreciated. Any other questions?
Will any other departments be coming?
I have had a few departments had asked a little bit about it, what were, plans and stuff were with it. I know one, the Carver County Fire Academy, so whenever we send our new members, we have, Carver County's got a fire academy that they put on usually in the fall of the year. And then they go around to, the training, they train at, the departments that members are being trained from, and they rotate it around. And so at the times when they would be training they would possibly use it. I know New Germany had kind of asked if, what our things were, but.
I think it'd be great if we could, just as a community in Carver County.
Yep.
Right,
as we go
utilize
other
it.
Places and share training with them. I think this is something that we can add to the whole county, so I think that's great.
Absolutely.
And the containers are set pretty much where you need them right now, or?
Yep, correct. For what we're looking at, yep, they're set where we need them, so we ain't gonna need to move them at this point.
Perfect. Any other discussion? That all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Pose same sign. Motion carries 4-0. Thank you. With that, we will move to 6B1, demolition of the old Public Works building.
Mr. Mayor, members of the council, tonight we're looking for a motion approving the demolition of the old Public Works building located right outside here at Old Schoolhouse Park. Over the past few weeks, city staff has been receiving quotes on the demolition of the old Public Works building. The building is no longer being used, and it is in the way of future development of Old Schoolhouse Park. So staff is proposing to have Henning Excavating demo the building and remove the concrete floor in the amount of $8,950. And one other cost that goes along with it, kind of thought of it last minute, but we got priced today, was we got some electrical branched off of that building right now for the Christmas tree and for the parking lot light. So that would have to kind of get rerouted and temporarily hooked up, and that's an additional $950 would have to go with that, getting temporarily hooked up.
And I'm sorry, that's for because we're also hooked up to that street light on that building, correct?
Yeah,
Or
the
not
parking
street
lot light.
Parking lot light.
And then the holiday tree.
Okay.
Christmas tree.
Is there a meter on that building?
It's pulled from City Hall. So it'll be a little box in the ground, and then if the park shelter does end up getting built, then we'll,
Meter it.
Reconnect it up.
Okay.
yep, kind of do it right.
How much was that amount for?
$950.
950. With which company?
That was with AME Electric.
AME? All right, perfect. Well, we've certainly, I think this will be our third approval.
Yes.
To demo or get rid of that building, so
It was tempting just to take it down.
Well,
It has been approved in the past, but
we
it's,
did, but
it's
as-
better to get it fresh and,
with this long of a gap, I appreciate you bringing it back,
Right.
getting new, fresh quotes and making sure we're up on that. I think it's,
we have looked at, because material prices are so high, we've looked at possibly reusing, selling, and it's just not cost effective to do it that way. So, it's a fairly decent building, but
perfect.
it's the most efficient way to do it. And
I will
cost
look-
effective.
Then I'll look for a motion to approve Henning Excavating to demo the old building, remove the concrete floor for $8,950, and to authorize AME Electric $950 to resolve the electrical, which will be needed.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Motion and a second. Any further discussion?
Do you have a time frame?
I don't, actually I do. 3 weeks excavation, could come in and possibly do it.
Nice.
Well, this is gonna.
This is exciting.
Man, I would've,
Little things,
should've
right?
done
Yeah,
it sooner.
this is a long time coming.
It looks so nice out there, so I don't know.
All right.
We'll have to take a picture. That was the first, I was just stuck in that building.
Yeah, make
when
sure
first
we
started,
take,
so I
for
gotta
historical purposes, take pictures of it.
And we actually cleaning City Hall here, doing the wall, we found the blueprints and everything for it, so. We'll make a nice little tribute for the little shed.
Might
It
wanna-
served its purpose.
Cut a little piece out and mail it to Clover.
Yeah, yeah, right, right. So,
All right, perfect. So, All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 4-0. Thank you, Kyle. City council reports. Councilmember Wagner, anything to report on?
Nothing.
Councilmember Halt.
Not at this moment.
Councilmember McNeely.
No.
And I had Public Works meeting last week, and we discussed, more discussion on the expansion of the Public Works building. Started getting some plans together, some ideas what it would look like. Obviously costs, where we're gonna, where it lines up from, what accounts it would come out of, and working on that. So we're starting as that committee and group, we're continuing to move forward on that expansion and plans for it. And that's all I have. So with that, I'll look for a motion to adjourn.
I'll make that motion.
We have a motion.
I'll second.
And a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 4-0. We are adjourned. So with that, we'll jump right into the City Council workshop meeting for Monday, May 23rd, and call to order.
Mr. Mayor, council members, the property at 113 Fifth Street Northwest has been in disrepair for many years, as many of you are aware. It has been reported to the city that the creamery roof has fallen in. The city does have an option under Minnesota statute 463.15 hazardous building to have the building repaired or torn down. Staff wanted to have conversation with the council on what action or non-action they would like to take. One of the things about the non-hazardous building, or the hazardous building statute is that if you give the person the option to take it down, if they don't have the money to take it down, then you end up taking it down and assessing the property for the cost. So that's one thing you'd have to think about if that's the way you want to go. The other thing is I didn't have the property owner come in because I don't know what you wanted to do. Because if you don't want to do anything, there's no reason for him to come in. But if you want to do something, maybe the next step is to have him come in and talk to you a little bit about what's his plans and find out what his plans are for it.
Yep. And we know the roof has fallen in. I know it. We've heard that. I can't see it from, how do we know?
You can see it from the street, and one of the things that I'm going to caution you about is you have to be careful because under the hazardous building, you have to have consent of the property owner or a district court action telling you that you can enter the property and examine it.
Yeah.
And if you don't have those things and you do, then you have now infringed upon the property owner's rights.
Right, yeah.
But if you look from Blue Jay across through the window, you can see sky.
Can.
Yes, because
Okay.
Kyle pointed that out to me. We went and looked to be sure that you could see it.
Yep. And that could have been there for the last 2 years, right? I mean, we don't know if that's new, do we?
No,
We got reported to us this
Yeah.
spring.
yep.
So
I can tell you my thoughts on it, or I think we should just contact the property owner and just say, hey, are you aware this happened? Now, it's been come to our attention, and
What are your plans?
what are your thoughts? I mean, what do you think, something's got to happen with it now.
Okay.
That's what I think. We should just contact him and try to see what his plans are. What is he probably doesn't know. Yeah,
Is he local?
EP, I think. So yeah, I mean, yeah.
But, I mean, not like he drives by
No.
it every day or,
No.
I mean,
I
once a
don't think
week
so.
or,
I don't ever see him out there,
Maybe once a
I'm
year.
only- I didn't see him at all last
but
year.
I'm sure he'll be out before too long to mow or take care of that. But that's what I think. We should just contact and let him know.
Okay.
We've noticed this. We've been told that this has happened. We obviously haven't entered your problem. We don't know, but come take a look and let's see what your plans are and go from there.
Okay, so I will contact him, find out what he wants to do with it, and then report back to you. And then you can give me further direction on what you want me to do.
I think it's still secure enough where I'm not concerned with people climbing in there, kids getting in there and getting hurt with something happening, right? I mean,
No,
it's-
I
it
wouldn't
seems
think so.
secure enough to me, and I don't think we've had problems, so.
Okay.
I think that's the way to approach it, unless
Yep.
someone has some other thoughts on it, but. Okay, let's do that and see what he says and see what he comes back with. Perfect. All right, with that then, we'll adjourn. We are adjourned.